Hello, and welcome back to Jess's world, where I love Poppy from Trolls. She is a gem. I feel like Poppy is all my bestest qualities in one little troll type character, and I love her, and I feel like she is a piece of me, which is really cute. I have mentioned in a video before that I really want a tattoo of her. I would like it done by Rachel Baldwin. She has done one of my tattoos already. Rachel Baldwin's designs are super cute. I'll put some up here so you can see. Go check her out. I've talked about her before. She has done a couple of the prints I've got behind me. She is fantastic. So I've got my laptop next to me so that I can refer back to it. I feel out of breath even just talking because I try and talk really quickly and I know I don't really need to. I hope this lighting is okay. I've pulled across my kind of netting so that more light is coming in, but this is a darker kind of corner of my room, so hope we've still got a decent amount of light. Yeah, so because I can go off topic and I can ramble, I have wrote down a life update. So this video will just be chatting, I'll just be talking to you. I quite like the idea, especially if a lot has happened, to have a video I can go back to and have a look at what was happening in my life at that time. So I've got quite a few notes to go through and I will try not to ramble too much, especially if you do want to know what's going on and chat to me. Just a few little facts about myself. So my name is Jessica May. I am 28 years old. My birthday is in August. This year I will be turning 29. Last of the 20s. Yeah, I'm quite excited about turning 30. That'll change. I live in Bristol in the UK. Me and my sister share a car. We have a Renault Clio. We have a dog called Donatello. He is a cross between a Yorkie and Jack Russell, and he is 15 years old, I think. He's quite an old little boy. He's sleeping next to me. I'm a hairdresser and I work at Barbara Brown's. I do specialise in colour and colour correction. I have days where my favourite thing to do changes. Sometimes I would prefer to have a whole day of cutting. Sometimes I really want to get creative and play with colour. I do miss being in the salon at the moment. If you are watching this, like future Jess or anyone else in the future or years ago, or this is rambly already. If you are watching this way in the future, we're in the middle of a global pandemic and it's called COVID-19. I'm not going to talk any more about it than that because it is not a fun topic and we are not in a great position. I haven't been able to sleep for a couple of months and I will be awake until 2 a.m. at least. And then I really struggle, no matter what time I go to sleep or lie down, I struggle to get to sleep. And I'm now on some antidepressant medication, and a side effect is insomnia. I have spoken to 2 doctors and both of them, even though insomnia is a very common side effect, they have told me they don't believe it is just due to this tablet. So they have now prescribed me some sleeping medication, which I'm going to pick up today. Today is the 11th of May. So I'm going to get my sleeping medication. I'm going to try it for a week and then we have a look, see where we are from there. So I am about to go on some sleeping medication. I have been getting around between 5 and 7 hours sleep. So I'm still getting some sleep. It's not deep sleep and I do wake up in between. Probably my average sleep is around 5 hours at the moment, maybe. I used to get migraines all the time, quite often, quite regular, and then it got reduced, and then I'd still get some now and then, and I would get pain behind my eyes. Now I can't really point behind my eyes because it's in my head, but I would get some really bad pain behind them, and I always associated this with the migraines. However, due to my lack of sleep, I'm getting that really badly right now. In order to treat this, I have gone to physio before, and they kind of work all around here, your jaw, and down your neck, and I don't know technically what it is they're doing, but it releases so much of that pressure. Physio, I highly recommend. Being a hairdresser, I hunch over quite a lot, so I have my back done, I have my head for my headaches, sometimes down the back of my neck and my shoulders, my lower back, my hips. Physio has definitely helped, but due to this pandemic, I cannot go to physio. So that pain behind my eyes keeps coming back, and at the moment I'm not too sure how to deal with that. Now, I have briefly mentioned this in a past video. Some topics will keep coming up as I talk. But I have a counsellor. I love my counsellor. Her name is Katie. I usually travel to Chippingham to visit her, go and see her. At the moment we're doing FaceTime appointments. After speaking to her a few days ago, we thought it was a great idea to strip everything back, so I'm not doing any pre-planning, or as minimum as possible. If I have like appointments or things like that, I can pre-plan those, but trying not to write too many lists. I don't need my day too structured at the moment because it's too much for me. And try and take everything away, focus on myself, what I need, what's going to help me and my body at this time, in this moment, and be accepting of it. If it is a day where I lie in bed and I'm just going to watch TV, that is okay. It's okay for you, it's okay for anyone, it's okay for us. The next thing to talk about is quite, I don't know, it feels quite difficult. If anyone I work with is watching this, then okay, I am going to talk about it briefly, but I'm not going to go into it too much. And if you ask me, I probably will not talk about it. I have made the decision myself, I haven't discussed it with anyone, but I made the decision to step down as a manager to the salon I currently work in. After I've dealt with quite a lot in this salon, and I love it with all my heart, I really do. It is like another home for me. But it has caused me so much stress. And I have achieved a lot in being the manager and getting the salon to where it is now. But moving forward, I now need to focus on me and what I want to achieve and my goals. I'm 28 and I'm not in the place I want to be. And that is okay. I'm accepting of that. However, this decision is going to help me move forward. I want to do more training in creative colours and things like that. I want to go and visit other salons and discuss new products and brands and things, and I want to expand what I'm doing. And I want to take achievements away from this and feel like I've gained something. Because really, from me managing the salon, the only thing that is kind of a reward is just a bit of confidence, personally for me. Because yes, I can have that pride and say I've got the salon to where it is now and I have achieved a lot with it. However, I am grateful, there's no denying that, but I don't have anything to show for my work. I don't have any kind of reward, or there's no extra for me. There's nothing for me to turn around and say to everyone, look what I've got for all my achievements. There isn't that thing that fulfills me in my current role. So I made the decision to stop doing it. I also felt I was looking after too many people. I felt at home we all care for each other. And I did feel like there was constant giving of myself to others. At home, in the salon, outside of that, there was a lot of giving, and I wasn't really getting my needs met. So that's quite a big change for me. So while we've been in lockdown, I have done some home learning with hairdressing. I have watched a couple of technical videos. I have wrote down a whole A4 page of notes. I've done some screenshots and I can't wait to try them out. I'm so excited for that. But I have been doing some online kind of learning with hair, which is great. Good boy. I just had to rejiggle. You didn't like it. Yeah, so doing things, watching people colour hair in a way I haven't personally experimented with. So that was quite fun. And I do feel like I'm learning a lot from other hairdressers, which is great. I love it. So much fun. And it does make me more excited for kind of what's to come. I just want to move you a little bit. Just a sec. I'm trying to get it so I make sure the lighting is still quite good. I hope it's still quite good. It's really hard for me to tell just looking at the camera. I know, baby. So, hairdressing is still a passion of mine, even though I have shaved my head. I currently love having a shaved head. So much fun. It feels so freeing. It feels amazing. Just absolutely bloody loving it. I have spoken briefly about my eyebrows, which I've curved this one a lot and not that one very much. Look at that. Like, this is my eyebrow situation right now. This is the eyebrow situation right now. They are growing back slowly but surely. I am using Rapid Brow Growth, and I do think it's a good product. I do think it works. I just keep forgetting to put it on. So we are in the process of growing the eyebrows back and I'm feeling better about it. I took a selfie with no makeup on, just a little, to show that I reshaved my head. Put it here. It's gonna go there. And Sam saw it and said, "You look really glowing." And as soon as she said this, I was like, "Oh my God, I do." And I fell in love with this picture of me. And there's no makeup at all. And I do look at the eyebrows still and think, ugh, but it's still an empowering image. And I love it. Really feeling positive vibes about myself, which everyone should be doing. I've put some false nails on and it actually feels really good having some nice nails. I don't know why, but doing a life update video seems hard, and it shouldn't really, because I do want to know where I am. I do want this to be like my personal journal. Personal? Well, yeah, I suppose, but other people can read it. A visual of my life that I could go back and look at. But I think it's hard because I'm used to writing down my feelings and how I feel and then closing that up. But this is quite open, this is quite raw and honest. And maybe that's just something I don't feel familiar with, which is fine, that's okay. There's no judgment. I'm not judging myself. There's no judgment in this space. It is just an observation. But yeah, I find talking about where my life is right now hard, and I think it's because I'm not where I want to be, and that's okay. That is okay. My video where I shaved my head for the first time kind of got a huge ton of views that I didn't expect. When it got to kind of over 200, I thought, yeah, that's probably where I expect it to kind of stop. And it's got up to about 700 views. And then I became greedy and looked at it as if like, well, that's not enough. Why haven't I got more views than that? Everyone should follow me. And I had to kind of pause and check myself and say, wait a minute, let's be grateful for the views we've got, the fact that these videos are for you, and this many, all these people, that's a lot of people that have taken the time to watch this. So we should be grateful and thankful. And I'm going to check myself again there. Should be is a mind trap. And that's not how I should be phrasing this. Again, should. The word should just get rid of it. Let's just be grateful and appreciative and thankful for those views and appreciate the people that are interested. After talking to the doctor this morning, and the doctor asked me how I am day to day and whether I get up to anything creative, and I told her that I paint and I scrapbook and I walk the dog. I told her that I'm doing these things, and she said, oh, that sounds like you're doing really well, that's really positive, that's such a good thing. And I felt disappointed because I want to feel happy all the time, and I know that is unreasonable or unrealistic, not unreasonable. But I do. I want to be happy all the time. I want to be bubbly. I want to be like, yes, go, go, go. Let's keep going. Let's be a rainbow. Let's spread joy. Let's be happy. Let's be happy. But that's exhausting, and that's not realistic. And it took me some time after the call to think to myself, yeah, you are doing a lot better. And the fact that I don't wake up singing and dancing is actually okay. Next, I want to talk about the top 3 places I want to go when this pandemic seems to be pretty much over or at the lowest level it can be. Number 1 is to go and visit my dad. He lives a couple of hours away, and give my dad a big cuddle. So that's number 1. The second place I want to go is physio. Desperate for physio, my back and my head. Oh, I want like hours and hours of physio and massage. And then the third place is a nail bar. I want to see my dad, to get some physio, to have my nails done. Those are my top 3. I would love to have my eyebrows microbladed again. Yes, would love, 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 love that. However, I need to make some money before I can do that. I don't know if I can't remember if it all happened in the same year. And I got a feeling it did. Or maybe over the course of 2 years. But going back either that 1 year ago or 2 years ago, however long it's been, I'm really bad with timescale, which is why these videos are really going to help me with that. I suck at it. However, I had 2 really close friends, and I actually felt like I had best friends other than my sister Sam, who is my best friend. I felt like I had these close knit tight relationships with these people, and I would always be joyed when they would think to text or call me or want to spend time with me, and I was always look forward to it. And if one of them was coming to visit me, and she lived kind of a bit further on than Bath, and if she was coming to visit me, I would be wanting to know how long until she got here, because I was so excited to see her, even though I saw her as much as I could. And the other one I worked with, both these people I felt really connected to, really close to, really happy with, and I lost both of those friendships. And I'm putting no blame on anyone right now. Like, I know in my heart where that blame is and where things went wrong, but the things that happened are not forgivable, or the things that happened wouldn't allow me to fully trust them again. Not for a very long time, and they would have to build that trust with me. And if they don't want to do that, then there is no friendship possible. I will take responsibility for my side, but in some of these situations I did as much as I could, and I honestly believe that. I am talking about this because I don't have many very close friends anymore. And when I say many, if I went missing, let's just take it to 100 and put the scale up there. If I went missing, the friends I have would probably ask where I was maybe after a year. Maybe a bit less, but it'd be a long time before they knew I was gone. I do not have many friends that would notice. I don't have many friends that if I don't reply to them for weeks will text me again and say, well, what's going on? Why aren't we talking? I don't have that. And recently I've felt at a real loss of those friendships. And yes, it was only 2 people, but those 2 people took up a lot of space in my life, in my heart. And I had a lot of love for them. And there's possibly love still there. But there is a loss that I've had of friendships. And it makes me feel sad to think, I don't know when that's going to happen again. And there is a little bit of me that can feel lonely from it. I don't have a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend kind of relationship. I don't have that at the moment. And again, it's something I would like. But I probably don't miss that as much as I miss the connection with friends. Because it's been a long time since I've had a relationship. I've been on dates. I can do some dating stories if you'd like. I do have a couple of funny ones. But yeah, I've been on dates. I don't mind doing dating stories. Don't mind that. But it sucks to think if I got married, I would have my sister as my maid of honour, and then the people that consist of bridesmaids, I wouldn't necessarily want there to be anyone else because no one's that close to me. So I'm just going to go straight to the last 2 points, because I think that's a good place to end. Yeah, we're going to do that. So, money. Let's talk about money. Everyone loves a conversation about money. It's a very adult conversation to have. I have always been absolutely shite with money. Just crap. I get money, I get paid, pay all the bills, sort it out, and then I want to spend. I want to treat myself. I want things. I want stuff. I love spending money. I do. If I had more of it, I would probably be addicted to spending. So I've always been rubbish with it. I don't want to save money. I want lots of money in my bank, but I don't want to personally be the one to put it there and save it. Got an itch. Recently, during this lockdown period, I have been a lot better and been really thinking about what I'm buying. Really thinking, okay, if I buy this makeup palette for myself, I cannot spend again until I'm paid again, because that was a higher price treat. But before I buy that, I have to think to myself, what do I need? Is there anything I have to spend my money on? and that has been helping me a lot. That's been working well. However, like Sam, my sister, has a notebook and she writes down all her money and what she's doing with it and organizes it that way. I would love to do that. But at the same time, I don't want to. I want someone else to do that and someone else to monitor my money. Basically, I would love an accountant. But I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to really share my finances with anyone. No one else needs to cry over them. Lastly, my point was, if there was one thing I could change about myself, what would it be? And at the moment, the answer to that question I find really, really easy. That is the urge to pick. To pick at my nose ring, to pick at my ears, to pick at my eyebrows, to pick at spots, to pick at my nails, just to pick at my body. Which sounds gross. The urge to pick. However, I have it. I pick my nose. And there you have it. I've said it. It's true. I remember being in school once and I picked my nose. This is secondary school. And 2 girls saw me do it. And I was so embarrassed and ashamed that I just never did it in school again unless I was sat on the toilet. And these 2 girls kept making fun of me in geography, saying, there's the nose picker, she picked her nose, it was her. And I was going, no I didn't, no I didn't, no I didn't. And I felt really sad and ashamed that I'd done it. Whereas now, here I am going, yes, I pick my nose. And it's on the internet and I've shared it, and you probably pick your nose as well. It's just a fact. Feeling good, body positive vibes. I feel like I'm liking my size, liking my skin. I'm feeling good, empowered, a babe, beautiful. I'm feeling yes, and I love it. However, I look at my wardrobe, I sit on my bed and stare at my clothes, and I look at them and think, okay, I'm happy in my size and loving myself, but why do I not want to wear anything in front of me? So that's currently a JESS situation, which we seem to have quite a few of. Goodbye. If you've watched all of this and you want to talk about it, if you want to share your life, if you don't want to do anything about it, if you've just watched it, thank you, I love you, goodbye, 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 goodbye.